Hi, so now we're going to talk about rests, and one way that I like to describe rests is it's kind of the opposite of a fermata. If you think of the fermata that we've learned as sound keeps going but time stops, this is kind of the opposite in that time keeps going but sound stops. Okay, so we have different symbols to exactly quantify specific beat durations of rest, of silence. And you'll see that what that means is not just not playing new notes, but also as well silencing any previously sustaining notes, which on the guitar we have to be aware of strings ringing, okay, open strings ringing, or also strings ringing what we call sympathetically. They vibrate by the sound waves activating them. So we'll talk about that. That's on page 21. But first I want to get you to just recognize these rest symbols. So if we look on page 20, it's fairly straightforward. You can see a whole note and then a whole rest, right? And then if you look to the left, dotted half note, dotted half rest, half note, half rest, quarter rest, eighth note rest. And then as we learn new notes, of course, there's equivalent rest symbols for those as well. One thing that I should mention, and this is what a lot of teachers teach, is the whole rest and the half rest are literally the same symbol. They're just placed in different places. If you look at the whole rest, it's the hanging down below the line D. So a lot of teachers teach that as being heavier, so it's sinking underwater if you think about the D line as being the surface of water. And then the half rest is the same symbol, and we think of it as being a little bit lighter because it's 2 beats instead of 4. So it's floating on the water, so you can see that there. The quarter rest, I usually teach students that it's kind of a weird lightning bolt looking thing, and the eighth note rest is kind of a weird 7 symbol. Okay, so those are the rest symbols.